Yeah. She fed me like a 5-star freaky, yeah. What you motherfuckers trying to do, yeah? Wanna talk about Sleek? I see you out here. Uh, that's might send me some. What's up, scrunions? Scrunions and bunions. How goes it, fuckers? How goes it? How? I see skies are blue. Why they sing like that back in the day, man? What the fuck was going on? Yes, I do. I say, is you ain't my baby. Not with that croaky ass voice. That bitch belongs to someone else. Baby, when you getting home, I'm hungry. What your granddad's like, sit your ass down, get off that couch. You niggas used to sing like fucking assholes. I gonna say that. That shit is funny as fuck. Is you is? Is you ain't trying to hurt yourself singing, nigga. What's up, unique pal? Yo, yo, cow. What's up, pimp? Me, I'm just lighting up medicine. Medicine. What's up, Lydia? Lydia Sarmiento. Lydia Sarmiento. See, Sarmiento. Sound like expensive cheese, nigga. I need some Sarmiento on my shit, nigga. I'm a classy nigga. What's up, Jalen, man? What's up, pimp? What's up, Cal? Yeah, you know medicinal purposes. You know, I got anxiety and migraines and whatever else you need to smoke this shit. Got ailments. Juarez, what up, pimp? We out here, nigga, to feel good today. It's usually 9 million degrees. Today is just 1 million. Yeah, just sitting there. You see, I'm underneath the shade a little bit, pimp. Just got rid of your migraine, huh? I feel you, little 3-5 would do it for you, eh? Southern mofo, what's up? Yo, come on, man. Why y'all always come with the monkey shit? Cheese in my bun. You got cheese in the tip of your uncircumcised dick, bitch. Who you talking to? Go clean it off. You got pressure wash your shit before you fuck, boy. Get the hell out of my face. Hit you some witch hazel, nigga. Ah, fucking with you. No, I'm sharp with the quips. No, I'm sharp with the quips. What's up, pimp? Shout out to the boy Swisher Sleek. We got Jalen Harris, Southern Mofo, all kind of people in this hole right now. I was on StreamYards earlier. Fuck StreamYards, but I ain't gonna hold you. Don't nobody watch when I'm on StreamYards. It should be on 0 for 30 minutes. And these little leaves ain't been lighting right. I don't know. I got it too wet, so I don't know. But as long as that shit's smoking right, your auntie ain't doing her job properly. What job she supposed to do? Clean your meat out? She is a CNA. That's a big thing in Louisville, Kentucky. These girls get paid by the hour to wash ass and do shit like that. And then they let y'all code in the background while they doing TikToks. Bitches be TikToking in scrubs. I just be like, that's one elderly person with no supervision. Bitch, you at work. If I see you TikToking in scrubs and I hear snoring in the background, I ain't worried about the hate, man. It just lame. Could just be a bot, bro. These bots are getting more and more human-like. If it's not a bot, then fuck you. Trolls are necessary though. The trolling is a part of it. I ain't tripping. I got comebacks, nigga. My skin is thick. Just like Southern mofos, mammy. Thick as a motherfucker. Nah, man, it's July the 3rd already, goddammit. Independence Day tomorrow for the white folks. Niggas just had ours Juneteenth. Fake ass holidays. I'm sick of you niggas and these fake ass holidays. Yep. Jalen, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think you need a lot of subs to go live. If you trying to get paid for it, yeah, you gotta do some work. But don't let me lie to you. I don't know the requirements. I already had like 100-something subs before I started, I think. Low hunters though, I ain't had to do too much to go live. You probably can go live right now. You just gotta be about some shit people want to see, people want to come back to, people want to talk about. Like the big beautiful bill. Oh. God damn, boy, that motherfucker slipped through there. JD Vance gonna be the next president, bro. I know it's not ideal for a lot of folks. I honestly can't damn near see it no other way, bro. Who the fuck gonna run? JD Vance is funny though, bro. He's one of them. You know when them white niggas got power and they talk to you a certain way, like a little bitch almost sometimes, like you're the idiot. I like JD Vance, boy. That nigga be spitting facts though. That's the only thing I like about JD Vance. I don't really get into right wing, left wing. It's the same fucking bird. But them Democrats just be talking some dumb shit. JD Vance be having facts, numbers, and he keep his cool. I like how he keep his cool. They be like, but what about this? But what about that? They be cutting them off. You be asking a nigga a question that has a complex answer and give a nigga like 30 seconds to answer and be like, but what about that? And he be like, well, if you let me finish. If you let me finish. That nigga be handling that, yeah, bro. That nigga is fact-based, bro. I like fact-based debaters. I don't care about people's feelings. I mean, I care, but your feelings will never override the truth. I'm more worried about what's real than what the fuck tickles your fancy. I ain't in love with Trump, and I just love their policies right now. Most of them are good. I don't know what kind of citizen you niggas want to be where you like everything about a nigga, bro. You wouldn't like everything about Kamala, bro. You wouldn't like everything about Obama. You wouldn't like everything about, but you never gonna like 100% of shit people do, bro. What would that make you? To like somebody 100%? I don't like nobody 100%, nigga. I don't agree with 100% of practically shit anybody says. Not even Farrakhan. You know what I mean? But it's all about the greater good. And if you're going to count your losses, count your W's too, bro. The score might be different than you think. The big, beautiful bill is fairly beautiful. I'm more worried about the local politics where Louisville, Kentucky just approved a grant or whatever of $1.6 billion to open what's called Cop City in Louisville, Kentucky. They got one in Atlanta. Apparently it's a shit show. They about to open something called Cop City, nigga. Where they gonna send these niggas for top secret training on how to be a dickhead. And they're increasing the police budget by $25 million. This happened in Louisville, Kentucky. This happened like yesterday. Google Cop City, bro. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Google Atlanta Cop City, then look at what's about to come to my city. The big beautiful bill ain't got nothing to do with it that's gonna impact me tomorrow. Only thing the bill really says is, I'm paraphrasing, of course. If you're taking advantage of the government, we about to cut that shit. That's all they pretty much say to me. They're taking SNAP benefits. They're taking government benefits. They're taking government benefits from people who refuse to work 80 hours a month. Don't forget that part, you lazy fucks. You lazy sons of bitches. Don't forget that part. You don't want to work 80 hours a month? That's 20 hours a week, bitch. For $1,000 in food stamps, all that shit y'all finessing. You can work 80 hours a week. Unless your children are under the age of 14. Once a child turns 14, he could watch his brothers and sisters. You could take your punk ass back to work. That's what the big beautiful bill says about those kind of cuts. So all these black people, they're taking our benefits. First off, food stamps and welfare is 84% white. Did you know this shit? There's a bunch of poor white ladies getting this shit. And most of them ain't even poor. If you take away food stamps, it ain't gonna hurt the black community where it's gonna hurt the white one, bro. They are on all welfare and government assistance 10 times more than us. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. You can ask my aunt. My aunt Carla's a caseworker. She'll tell you most of her cases are white. So all you niggas talking shit, what the fuck you talking shit about? Your granny's fine. As a matter of fact, the big beautiful bill raises the tax deductible for senior citizens starting at age 55 instead of 65, $4,000. How about that? Okay. Now, as far as the nation's debt ceiling, yes, that is concerning. Increasing the debt ceiling by $4 trillion fucking dollars is outrageous as hell. It is outrageous. But the niggas basically saying they think they're gonna have to borrow some money to make this shit happen. You know what I mean? That's what it sound like. Why would you raise the debt ceiling unless you ready to incur some more debt, nigga? Who you about to borrow from? You've been talking all that fake shit against China. You just gonna go ask them niggas for some money. You claim you're independent of England. You just go ask them niggas for more. Hey, Dad, I know I moved out and said fuck you, but can I have a few bucks? You gonna celebrate Independence Day tomorrow. But trust me, this country is kicking taxes to Europe. You think the Queen's family is not getting kickbacks from America? If America quit kicking back, bro, they gonna come take this shit. You think it's a game? Then don't pay rent and do somebody come take your fucking house. It ain't no game, nigga. They about to ask for some more money. When you raise the debt ceiling by $2 trillion fucking dollars, goddamn, man. I do like spending money on the military. Fuck that shit. It's too much going on. You gonna put $150 billion into the defense systems? All that mean, that kind of money, you niggas is buying nukes or something. What kind of weapon costs $150 billion? You niggas is cooking up. That's all that mean. They got a little Oppenheimer Jr. some goddamn where in somebody's garage, in somebody's military garage, trying to cook up the next big shit, bro. That's all that mean. When America say put money to defenses, what you think, they raising the soldier salary? Hell no, nigga. These niggas just trying to buy bigger, better weapons, nigga. And they might not care who it comes from, as long as the price is right. Don't act like we ain't seen the Rothschilds fund both sides of wars. America definitely play both sides, bro. They don't give a fuck. America is moralless. Honestly. It's a slimy ass business we live in. Y'all problem is y'all think we live in a country. Nigga, you live in a business. Don't be tricked, bitch. You don't live in nobody's country, nigga. You live on land, but you live in a business. You don't live in no fucking country, nigga. You live in a business. And the sooner you wrap your mind around that shit, the sooner you'll see why I like the sound of businessmen running the country versus politicians running the country. I don't like nobody running me. I'm fucking grown. But if it must be, do you want politicians who just steal money? Politicians don't do shit, bro. Look at these niggas. What do they really do, bro? My mama's a teacher. I can tell you what she does every day. My brother's a carpenter. I tell you what he does every day. I'm a chef. Y'all know what I do every day. What do politicians do every day? Here's my question, nigga. What the fuck do they do? You be in your office doing what? Why y'all got offices? What y'all do? You ain't reading shit in that motherfucker. Don't niggas got books in them offices for show. If you think Donald Trump be on that presidential bookcase catching chapters, getting them, boy, you fucking crazy, boy. What do these niggas do? Politicians skim money professionally. I'm telling you, they influence the government, they sign bills, but all of that is money based. It's never just like, hey, this is what's for the best. Hey, this is honestly gonna work better. It's like, how can I turn my 2 million to 200 before I retire? Niggas like Mitch McConnell is so rich, it doesn't make sense, nigga. How you be in politics 70 years? Mitch McConnell's 137 years old. This nigga's a vampire. I'm convinced him and the Queen is brother and sister. Mitch McConnell be falling out. That nigga needs a chair, a permanent chair to sit in that's electric and can roll around for his ass, and he ain't got too much longer. But this nigga's so rich. Nigga, I'm from old Kentucky, and it ain't a senator or congressman on the planet Earth that is not jealous probably of Mitch McConnell's run, bro. What you think?
Look it up.
Yeah, I believe
His
it.
wife is Asian. She's not from here, and their family owns a shipping port company
I heard that.
overseas,
I heard
internationally,
that.
and they got busted for holding
His brother-in-law, right?
metric
Or
tons
some
of
shit
coke.
like that. His wife's brother. Yeah,
Something
I
like
remember.
that.
I remember some shit like that about a year ago, huh?
Look
Wasn't
it
that
up.
long ago?
No, it was in 2016.
Damn, why it don't seem like it was that long ago?
They tried to bury it. Tell them, look it up.
And maybe I just heard of it recently. Then
Pretty fucked up.
I'm telling you, bro. I like businessmen running this shit, bro, because it's a business, bro. And it's not like I just love the business we're in, but it's like, nigga, this is where we at. That big beautiful bill. Get that money. Buy some weapons, then, Trump. I know what you're gonna do with that 150 billion. What is it? 150 billion, I think. I know what you're gonna do with it. I ain't mad. Fuck it. What else was on there? I seen the taxes. I don't have kids, but I remember I seen that it was like they raising the deductible or whatever from 2,000 per child to 2,500. We seen Medicare and Medicaid be revised once again. Basically, nigga, you can't get a free ride if you are able-bodied and have no dependents and are within certain ages. Too many people taking advantage of things that aren't necessarily designed for them. And I ain't mad at it, bro. You gotta balance the checkbook. When y'all balancing your checkbook, what you do? Cut expenses, right? They cut government backed what you call it, trans surgeries and all that shit. That's not what tax dollars for. You got a right in America to go do that shit though. So if you want to do it, save your fucking money and do it. These bitches don't get to use government money to get BBLs. It's like shit, bro. You want surgery? Go do it on your dime. I ain't mad at it. It's a lot of money. That kind of surgery, Probably costs more than any fucking surgery. I'm telling you. What else? The border. Now this nigga wants to finish the wall. This is some funny shit. Can't help but laugh at this nigga sometimes, bro. This is some hilarious shit.
Does he know that 40% of all migrants migrate by air instead of by land? So is he gonna build a border in the sky? Fucking
He
dumbass.
says he's gonna build a golden dome. I'm gonna get to that next. Cause you know, in the Indian when India and was it India and Pakistan that just had a ceasefire? You know them niggas had shields in the sky, bro. Like some fucking
Think about it.
I'm trying to think of a movie.
Star Wars.
Some shit like that where it's a shield around the ship and every shot puts a hole in it and makes damn. I was like, what the fuck? And they be telling us these niggas are poor.
Why would you do? Alright, so ask yourself, flip over your iPhone. See where it was made from. iPhone struck the contract with India years back, decades back, to move production over there as well, splitting it from just China, making them a hub, especially importing chips, importing metals, importing the phones themselves, the factories, the
which they mine in Africa too. The pieces for the chips.
Chips.
What's it, cobalt they be after for that shit? I be knowing some little shit sometimes. This is a motherfucker, I'm telling y'all, man. And that's why it's 150 billion to the military defenses. Part of that's probably they got a whole nother package for the Golden Dome. Now I don't know what that does for like airplanes within, like if they can't fly from it. Like I don't know how that works, cause you seem like you could probably still fly through Pakistan and India. Like that shield wasn't stopping that, was it? Just stopping missiles? Like I don't know.
I have no idea.
But he wants to build one here made of gold, bro.
Nah, they did it. That's how they made Star Wars. Because the United States had the original war that was going on with Russia. They had a war plan to get to the moon. It was literally based around Star Wars. Ronald Reagan in the 1980s. They realized that was going to be a problem. They literally wanted to build an international space station that could shoot any type of missile or rocket from space. So imagine then how you can protect your homeland. So they had a different reason to be on the moon.
Imagine the level of technology you need to even make a homing device that can go from like space to planet. Like you dig what I'm saying?
And that was in the 80s.
It's crazy to go from America to Korea. Like if they was to do some shit, but how do you home this missile?
Bro, that was in the 80s.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? That's how.
I tell these niggas, remember we was little, bro? On Metal Gear Solid had that level where you had to shoot and remote control the missile out the bazooka or whatever.
I remember that shit. Heat seeking.
That shit was crazy. You had to like guide it down the hallway or some shit. I was like, nigga. This is beyond biblical. Maybe just, I think the problem with the biblical shit, y'all, is when we think of it like they was almost lames. Like just dusty niggas in robes and cloaks and sandals. Way back, for all we know, motherfuckers was seeing Star Wars type shit every goddamn day, bro. Like,
More magic on the land.
you know what I'm saying? Damn, that shit is prickly.
Animals and shit.
Ooh. I seen a meme the other day, like an AI one. It was about a dude trying to get Moses to take his 2 American bullies on the ark. He was like, man, God didn't make that shit, bro. You tripping. And then he said, nah, fuck with it, Moses. These motherfucker here, pure blood, American bully, bro. He's like, God didn't make those. Watch out, young nigga. Or some shit, bro. That shit was funny as hell. Oh, fuck. That's crazy, dog. What if it is water in this? What if the sky is water? That's why they call it a spaceship. Either Elon don't know what the fuck he doing, or he just got sabotaged on his last little spaceship mission. That motherfucker blew up like practically immediately, nigga. I hope people don't be on them things when they shoot them up, dude. Or even close. You imagine being like in the control tower right next to it or something? This motherfucker blow up. You can't even run from all this shit, dude. Oh, fuck that shit, bro. I couldn't work in them places. I'm gonna have to call you from the crib. Video chat. T minus five, four. Is this nigga in his drawers? Bro, I'm in the bed.
He's
Two,
too smart, bro.
one.
That's all media shit, bro.
You think it's a sabotage?
I think he's
Smear his
I
image.
mean, look, they've been testing rockets since the fucking 60s. Since the 60s. So you have over half a century's worth of technology to,
Go through
reverse
it.
engineer,
Yeah.
re-engineer. And
Yeah.
you have all this and just all this proclaimed genius. So then figure the fuck out. You don't need to be having
And he just
rockets.
went and saved them one astronauts, right? It's like now you can't even get off the ground.
Yeah,
That
that's
motherfucker exploded, boy.
I
It was,
don't believe that shit. I believe they definitely have all the data from the successful flights, and they have all the materials that they use
to replicate it.
to replicate it. They're not fucking dumb. They might people might buy that shit, but I don't buy it. I think he's up.
People that buy that shit believe them ladies really just went to space in
I
that
think
in
he's
that little
buying a
ass
different position.
Dragon Ball Z capsule rocket.
He's eyeing a different position. He's probably gonna exit as the CEO, and he's probably gonna put somebody else in that position. He's gonna take a different company over because he's too big for Tesla now. People don't realize it.
Yeah. Ain't no telling what he gonna do. That big beautiful bill nigga kind of cuts out all that EV kickback, bruh.
His
That's
participation.
part of it too. Even for regular citizens, they trying to cut the tax credits even for solar panels on your roof now. Now that fucking sucks. I'll admit that. That
Well,
part of the bill
that's just
fucking
because they
sucks.
want people's reliance on municipal entities, the ones that require the energy. They want to keep
The
the
energy they sell.
infrastructure. Yeah, the shit that they sell and the people that they back. That's essentially what that is.
The oil.
Skeleton structures, energy structures, you know, fossil fuels and shit. That's why he's against all the EVs. They want to just
Yep, they cut them tax credits like a
like a
motherfucker, bro.
motherfucker. They making them
It was
almost.
one whole package. I think is it called salt maybe SALT cut. It's like god damn.
Yeah, bro. They just trying to.
I
Well,
see why Elon was fired up though, but it's like, bro, it's not like you. But shit, I can't tell him
I
what he
mean,
need.
they buddies. I'm like, that's your buddy now. Ain't
Yeah, I
it?
can't tell you what you need and don't need. It is like, is it? It's a lot of money, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It is a lot of money because just because this nigga's worth 400 bill, whatever the fuck they say, right? It ain't like he just got it liquid like Floyd with a bunch of duffel bags with all these billions. So
Yeah, but
whatever little liquid he can get, he probably does really need that shit. You feel me? I
the
need
thing
mine
is,
too though.
this is theoretical borrowing power. That's what makes him like people like what's that
Bezos.
that British host, the mixed dude Noah. You know what I'm
With the
talking
little
about?
fro,
Yeah, with the
yeah.
fro and shit. He was talking about that and discussing it because it makes sense. Like how he even bought Twitter. He used it with the liquid value of something. How do you
Put
solidify?
the collateral up or
Yes.
something.
Like how do you even solidify enough
Right, to pay this kind of money.
when it's all liquid? So like a stock is moving
Right.
up and down and fluctuating. It's not set
You're
at a
right,
certain
right.
strike price
Right.
where you're extracting the profit. So
Right.
how is it that you're able to leverage and sell enough based off of a perceived value to be able to
A
even buy
temporary
something?
value,
So pretty much
perhaps.
he put a bunch of random ass bonds and stocks together, like different. He called in a bunch of different bets and put them all together in one spot, and then bought Twitter. He didn't even have the actual money on hand, and he's profiting from it.
Cause
It's
we
crazy.
seen how hard it was for Kanye trying to move his fucking money around. He had like
Yeah, he was.
6 billion. This nigga's got 400. How do you move some shit like that? Like, bro, how do you even?
Teaming up with Trump and doing stuff like what he's doing now.
Yeah,
Dope.
cause you
It's dope.
seen when Patrick Mahomes I think signed with Kansas City Chiefs, bro. He signed for like some record breaking shit. I want to say it's
Yeah,
like
it was.
600 million or something, bro. It's
It was
crazy.
something ridiculous.
but it was so much money, they didn't have the money to really give them. So we had to take like hella stock in like their pro baseball team and shit like that to make.
Collateral.
You see what I'm saying?
Got to cover the cash
Yeah, it's
value
like,
of the
bro,
contract.
who's got 600 million like dollar bills to give a nigga? Like, it's like, here, bro, we gotta get to you like this, some cash, some this,
See, that's the
some
problem with money.
equity in this shit.
That's why I'm putting my money less in money and away from it, more in stocks and
More
bonds.
equity, yeah, and
Shit
shit.
that can be.
Appreciate, nigga.
Well, yeah, it appreciate, but the issue is a lot of people don't realize that money's already fucking depreciating. It's like a vehicle once it's off the lot. If you're not doing
Yeah,
something to keep it from depreciating, that's exactly what's happening. That's why people can't retire the same
boosting
way.
the value of it somehow.
Yeah, look at their fucking retirement
What would we
accounts.
need? More gold or something
Yeah,
here?
it's about something. You gotta have something to
Some
actually
kind of reserves?
some material.
You think they
Something.
gon' not they're gonna central? Well, they are gonna centralize, but when they centralize all the stable coins, you think they're gonna try to use that to like pump up the dollar value, or you think it's gonna make it have to go down?
See, they could try that, but the United States already has a different issue on the horizon that a lot of Americans already are forgetting about. But some of them across the United States are feeling it and experiencing it, and they cannot forget about it, which is energy shortages. You have to have energy and a fucking water supply. We have droughts, we have fires, stuff that does not add up for all of that success. We don't have the infrastructure to hold those types of systems. We got motherfuckers that don't even have clean drinking water inside of their own municipal taps. And we're gonna have enough water and energy in order to fuel those types of systems. They already struggle with it. That's the problem with Bitcoin now. That's why it's not $1 million fucking dollars and people don't even realize it. It's because when you're mining it, it takes so much fucking energy. That's the issue. We don't have as much of that, like,
It's supposed to be cleaner energy, but
you're right. But imagine,
nonetheless, it takes energy. Yeah,
that's just
that's why these
Bitcoin.
new coins be coming out like, man, we're more efficient, more clean, whatever.
Yeah, alright.
Cause it's, but yeah, it's got to be a byproduct for them actions.
And that's the
Even in
problem.
the digital world, that's fucking crazy, ain't it?
It needs power.
What the fuck?
Electricity comes from somewhere. Everything takes a lot of power, and that's just Bitcoin. Look at all the coins it got, like you said. People mining and expanding coins as we speak. Google, look how much it takes AI when every single time that you search, how many liters of water it takes for a single fucking Google search. And then you will start to see, imagine how people, if they were to try to sell and mine Bitcoin, just constantly tap that system, how much water it would take, how much energy it would take, it's underestimated. At least the way they fucking do it.
It's
You know,
crazy when you think about it like that.
I think we could do it, but it would make too many, it raise too many people out of poverty, you see? That's not how they want this country to land. China did that. They pulled about almost 200 million people out of poverty. Motherfuckers that literally, yes, quite literally, they released their report showing aerial fucking footage, bro. They love shit like that. They shit on the United States. Shit on them. And just show them every fucking day that we will outclass you in almost every type of venue that you want. Besides sports.
Cause it is crazy, bro. We got the same amount of billionaires damn near as China. It's almost the same fucking number, at least on Google. And they way ahead of us, bro. You would think.
Because they're raising their people out of poverty.
Right.
So now you got people with money and opportunities in cities producing
Because their responsibility is greater. They got 2 billion something fucking people.
almost. They like 1.7.
One, yeah, they
They
get
They
yeah.
over 1.5 because between them and India,
India's got like
it's 3.5 billion people.
yeah.
It's a lot. We got 8 billion people on
That's
Earth.
how you know how many people's really in Africa, how big it really
Yeah,
is, bro.
Fuck, I'm saying. I'm like, these people. That's how they distorted the map.
We think America's so big, bro. It's like 350 million.
370, 370, 390, because you got an immigrant class. That I'll tell people that's why I always raise it by 20 million at least.
And
because
that's
they don't.
and the homeless. I give
And
it
the homeless.
I give it 390 generously.
Right, 390.
But to think how big we think we are,
That's fair.
to think how big we think we are is 390. China probably. How much big you think China is in the U.S. in real
For
life?
every one of us, there's 5 of them at least.
I'm talking about land wise.
Land hope, Jesus.
Like 3 of us.
Man, bro, look. If that's what Brazil did to the United States in size,
Oh yeah.
just think about it.
What you think China is to Brazil? Like 3 Brazils, maybe.
The landmass of China is so fucking. Because if you say China, you gotta think like the subcontinent of China is India
Is it?
or of Asia, but connected to China is India. That's why they call India the subcontinent. It's all connected. The only difference is that people made fault lines and made differences in between. That's why they fight constantly over Pakistan. And if you look in between, they got monks and Muslims. See what I'm saying? They whole shit over there is just blended and mixed. They just put ethnic lines, religious lines, community lines in between. That shit's just more arbitrary. That's what humans do. You know how that shit is.
Yeah.
You talk about the whole population down there, because technically they are Asian. They're just Southern Asians.
That's what I'm telling you,
They're literally Indian people. They're Indian, but they are Southern Asians.
Asians like a motherfucker.
Of the continent of Asia.
Damn, Eritrea. I know I heard that before. That's where Nipsey's from. I know that was random. I was talking to the store owner yesterday. I was like, nigga, y'all got this in Somalia? He was like, I'm not Somalian. I was like, where you from, Steve? He looked fucking Somalian. He's not from Eritrea. I was trying to get him on the black seed and shit. He wasn't fucking with it. I don't take anything. No medicine, no nothing. I'm like, nigga. Is India, is it on the, by the ocean?
Yep.
Okay, I'm about to say, because ain't nothing on the other side of it, is it?
Nope. Directly connected. That's why their monsoons are so fucking crazy.
I can imagine.
They experience the most dramatic monsoon season from boom to bust on the face of the planet.
You gotta move deep into the city.
Well, they know what they're getting themselves in for. It's good for agriculture.
I be seeing them washing fucking cows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That cows look, it's crazy. That cows look different than ours.
Yep. Different gut biome, level of happiness, a lack of fear. Our cows don't have because they actually, that should be an indicator, right? The cow. Who the hell had the cow first? You ever seen the caves in Southern Africa?
With them
All the cow
bulls looking
drones and
things.
everything else, as far as the holy figure, like
With the big horns.
the big ass horns and stuff like that. I wonder where praying and having holy reverence to the cow began with.
Yeah, like that shit in Egypt.
Same shit that you got going on right now that you can
Or that
steal.
shit with Moses.
Yeah, man. Akhenaten before. We can trace the lineage. He's not raising people no more. And his name ain't even the name. We don't even, that's why I say
it's a
Akhenaten.
title.
It means the pretender.
The Moses.
Moses just means
Just
the
like the
pretender.
Miriam.
It is. Sumerian for the pretender.
Which is
Pretender
why
to the throne.
they call him all Mary.
He wasn't supposed to be thrown. He wasn't supposed to be
Maria.
born. He was supposed to be killed. That's what the original story of the firstborns of the land to be slayed or slain. That's where that order originated from in America. I don't know how the Bible ended up translating it differently, but that's the original story of what it says. Anything of royal bloodline, they all supposed to be dead. But mom ain't want them to die, so she just she hid them away.
Which you know they all had to be black in the motherfucker, cause shit, to get found in Egypt, nigga, and pass this nigga off like one of yours, nigga, you know what I mean? Chinese baby floating America, I can't pretend like, oh shit, it's my son. Hey, let me see his mammy. Same thing with Jesus. They going down there with your cousins. Y'all black as hell. Y'all been swimming.
It's crazy because if you look at the story of Akhenaten versus Moses, they're so fucking similar. That's how you know. Exactly.
Even the wandering part.
And the bull rushes, right? And being sent down the river. All types of being orphaned, being raised in high Egyptian off on the side.
Yeah.
All the other aspects of every
By a woman named
by a
Miriam.
woman named, every fucking part of the story already existed. I just found it in Lemurian first. They said they said the exact same thing. Maybe some things that originated a little bit differently than what came up later. But the exact same setup. It's the same package, same vehicle. You can look at it, it's the same vehicle. They just changed a couple parts and then that was it. Kind of weird, actually.
Where did they end up going? The Kush?
They ended up wandering because he ended up becoming the Israelites, and they wandered, and they ended up going to west.
Cause they kicked them out for real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Moses reduced the high priesthood. That's something that had never been done in Egyptian history. He also consolidated all of the religion into
gods
under one sun god, actually.
Yeah.
Under Ra.
Amen-Ra.
Amen-Ra. So they didn't enjoy that.
That's why Christians say Amen to this day
Exactly.
from the Amen priesthood.
Amen. What do you say after you get done praying? Amen. Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying?
And it doesn't even mean so be it in Latin or whatever the fuck they be saying. It's acknowledgement of the
Creator or the energy of the sun god.
Exactly.
And so it's damn near sacrilegious to say that shit if you's a Christian for real. It's like you remember that cartoon Moses movie where they was making fun of him? Oh man, raw. Oh man, raw. It's like, nigga, do you pray now? You say amen like you changed something, nigga. You're saying exactly.
That's why I left the church.
That's why you say amen.
I was confused for that reason because I was like, well, who did our ancestors used to pray to? And then I found it.
Yeah, bro, you
The
confused.
Canaanites and the Israelites in the 7th century BCE and 8th century BCE. That's the part that our Christian relatives don't really want to discuss.
Cause it's gonna turn them away from everything they know and hold dear, and they swear it been working for them all this time.
But then you're gonna find El and Asherah and Baal. And you're gonna find the pantheon.
El is part of my name, nigga.
You're gonna find the lineage that birthed the Romans and the Greeks.
In the first place.
Ain't that some shit?
Who just came and fucked with us and took it back and just kind of fucked up our theological system, nigga. Then when they end up in charge, they just got to reinforce that fucked up version of it. I mean, shit,
They
bro.
also held, oftentimes they held whitening ceremonies, like paintings of the gods themselves. They would take black figures and literally have whitening ceremonies where they would paint them in their likeness, like cultural cleansings.
Yeah, that's
throughout
fucking
history.
weird as fuck.
Yes, in order to consolidate the image of us, because the
Jalen
issue that we
Harris.
had with blacks becoming more enslaved, and also being a high priestess in the land to say what is modern day Spain, those ideas conflict. How am I going to enslave somebody that also I have to go answer to in the court and treat and make them seem like they subservient or inferior?
Right.
I can't do that. I have to systematically keep washing them out. Even though in secret, like in the Vatican, I'm gonna go pray to her black ass. But out here in
Right.
public, in my cathedrals and stuff, I'm gonna whitewash all of this shit. All of y'all gonna be they ain't white folks with a Bible must not open it up to see Bethlehem and look at a fucking map. You physically can't even withstand those conditions. You will fucking die if you go there right now and try to withstand it. That tan that you're gonna get is eventually gonna develop into some shit. Because your skin is not, so your ancestors, in other words, is probably not from that fucking place. So when you paint them on the walls in your likeness, you falsifying the image. Now they do say, you're saying you're praying to a God, or you're praying to Jesus, you're praying whatever. You probably want to pray to a motherfucker that look like you. But you see that the motherfuckers in the Vatican don't. Because they pray to the original version.
Black ass Peter.
Black ass Peter.
Pata.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or what they also pray to is a headless mother that's pregnant. Because they won't tell you
The
about those
Black
figurines.
Madonna.
Exactly. Motherfuckers, they won't tell you about them figurines that they got.
Yeah,
They pray to
the
that
Black
shit too.
Madonna. She
They
black
know
as
the
fuck
original.
too. Black like
They know
Like
they
this.
know who we are, bro. They know who we are. We never not been there, bro.
Hey, you know that because Julius Caesar and them had fucking tigers and shit, bitch.
Exactly.
Where the fuck you get them
Where the
at?
fuck you get them at?
Got no tigers in Italy, nigga.
Nigga, how you gonna get tigers? Come on now.
Fucking lions and shit. Nigga, where the fuck you think you... Come on, man. I don't know. Niggas back in the day used to just go for anything, bro. It ain't even about... Well, it's kind of about, like, accessing information, but even just... Niggas back then, they mind didn't even have the audacity to think it's something else, or something's different, or something's wrong. Like it's niggas preaching this shit to us and then like whooping our ass all 6 days, all the rest of the week. Like,
Yeah,
and we supposed to believe this what God wants for us.
you got 300-page Bible, and they reduce it, or however many pages, and they reduce it to a few handbooks, and they preach out of that.
Bro, them old Bibles is fucked up. Them motherfuckers ain't them Bibles. Them motherfuckers damn near
See,
just slavery instructions,
that's
nigga.
why I was criticizing senators that we have today in C Street. Have you seen they fucking Bible? They got 4 books in it, and they changed a couple of the names, which is really strange. Like the Book of Acts or something like that. It just comes, bro. They are weird, bro. They are fucking weird.
Nigga, they got passages in the old Bibles that say black people's lips, nose, and penises are elongated as a punishment from God.
Man, they say all types of shit.
Where it's like, nigga, what?
They also said that we're darker because we were banished to the, or confined to the vineyards, and we were forced to withstand the sun, pretty much. That's why we are darker skinned.
Nigga, we came from the sun. Maybe we just didn't know
And that's in the Bible too.
what the equator was back then to say, nigga, obviously,
Well,
nigga just knew that was home. You know what I
they also
mean?
flipped
Maybe.
the map, dude. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget that. They fucked
Yeah.
everything up.
Niggas ain't had no access to maps damn
ain't
near
had none.
for 200 years.
And whatever
nigga.
they did
Unless
have,
you
you
was
saw
some
it.
privy
You saw
Negro.
Mr. Musa on their map though. Big ass black man with a big ass gold ass crown and a gold ass empire around him, and ain't nobody else that
With
fucking
that
size.
motherfucking bag like you ain't never seen.
So they talk about him, how much he might have had. I'm like, that's to that day's standard. You can't even try to judge it to today.
Thought that was block. I'm gonna get that heavy ass engine. Who the fuck that is? Oh. Feeling good, Jay. I'm on my supplements.
Street cleaners, but they already took their sign back off. So a lady out there got a ticket for that.
I seen that the other day.
Yeah, she was probably pissed. But yeah, you said something about Moses. They ended up becoming, look, ironic though. You know who some of his descendants are?
His what?
Take a guess. I'll give you a hint on their location.
Who sent you what?
Some of Moses' descendants. They're some of the most brilliant fucking people that's still alive today. And they almost build shit that look like Timbuktu. They're in the bottom western third quadrant of the Sahara Desert. Because that's where he wandered, right? They wandered they said that the Israelites wandered for how many years into the desert?
Florida.
They wandered over there. It's the Dogon, nigga. The ones that knew about Pluto and had the understanding.
It was after Moses? Yeah, I know about the Dogons.
They settled. Because if you look at their hieroglyphs, if you look at people like Laird Scrimp, he's the one that took the Dogon's manuscripts, hieroglyphs, and was able to get an understanding from the tribesmen of what these things meant. He was able to read, verse, and engineer more of a codex for understanding hieroglyphs today from the Egyptians. Like he's won international awards for this. He's one of the top scholars in that field. They don't know how the hell he was able to convince them. I don't either. If you look at the motherfucker, the old white man, he got bald and shit like that, just little short, little kind of chubby-ish looking dude. You'd be really fucking surprised that he just somehow was able to convince these people to give him the teacher's manual on breaking apart. Because he was able to realize that a lot of people were analyzing the hieroglyphs wrong. Like in how they were trying to get the enunciation of everything. And also how everything's put together. Like he pretty much in a general sense, what he was explaining is that people were putting the hieroglyphs together wrong, and so they were getting the mistranslations always and frequently. Like the way that everything's put together, like if you just had like one symbol and then you added it with something else, that one symbol would
Means something different now.
completely different with that next to that other thing. Completely different.
Just like
And
some
they
letters make a
also
different
said they
sound.
spoke in acronyms. Something like they would use the beginning part of something all put together in some type of. It's fucking weird, bro. He has
Like
he has an interview.
like some kind of pattern. Like
Yes.
yeah.
It's hard. He said it's difficult to explain, but it's one of those things you guys just see it. But you look him up on YouTube. We got a 2 hour long lecture, 2.5 hour long lecture.
What's his name?
Laird Scranton.
Heard that name. I think I read a book by that nigga.
Nigga's a genius, bro.
Some nigga. Who was I watching? I was talking about Africa or something. I think. Who was I just? Where did I just get that reference from?
I put on Jamila on the game about the dope guy and Laird Scranton. She was
Maybe
very
Kaba Kamini. Maybe Bobby Hammond.
You'll be very pleased. I'll tell you that much. If you a scholar and you like shit about ancient Egypt and you want to learn about your ancestors, you're going to be very fucking pleased.
Who the fuck was I just watching, bro? I'm always watching some shit. It's a thing. I can't remember where I watched it. I just heard that name and look at some shit on YouTube.
I hope it comes to you. I really do, because that shit's revolutionary. And that ain't no common name, bro. They not going to...
I know that's why I remember it, but I'm trying to remember who referenced it. It was somebody...
ain't no scrub.
It might have even been fucking Dr. Ben, bro.
Bro, it ain't no scrub I see. Because trust me, when I was doing research, bro, at that time, like I was like a research student, bro, I was just fucking full. I put my full weight into it. I was addicted, dog. I was almost fucking obsessed. I was absorbing so much information. I almost had my computer open at all times. Always charging over there in the corner with some articles, some shit put up. Some books over here in the corner. Some on a nightstand. Like I was fucking just soaking that shit in. Like I'd never done in my life. Always on the internet, some late night shit. I came across Laird Scranton, dude. I searched all his videos. I ain't gonna lie. I said when I hit somebody's shit and it hit, I used to get all that shit. Like, let me get all your knowledge. Highly recommend it. I sent Jamila that video. I can send it to you.
Invasive ass shit.
I still got the video saved, matter of fact, because I sent it to her. So if I check my email, I can send it. Probably check it. I send it to you.
Bro, that shit right there, bro, it's called Shaggy Soldier, bro. It's good for fucking lowering blood pressure. I think it's good for asthma. It's not the best tasting, though.
Got that going.
They say you can mix it in a salad. I might mix some of that in them.
The burrito made me sick yesterday.
Said it made you sick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and was like, fuck. Cross contamination. I probably had their hand on some meat and then touched the fucking burrito. That's what I think.
Cooked in some meat grease, maybe.
Something. Oh, they did something that was not by health code standards. Because my body was like, nah. I ain't had that happen in a little minute. It's been a while. So I said no blame. I give my thumbs down, for real. Probably two. Not for flavor, but for value and for the after effect, yeah, I have to give them a thumb and a half down. That's besides the point, bro.
Put them zucchini come in. I'm trying to fire up this fucking grill. Wonder where Nick can get some real corn. And that Cam got a lot of shit going too. I might see if he wanna swap some shit. His yard is big as fuck, nigga. They grew so many green beans last year, but shit ain't make no sense.
Shit.